Raghav, we saw what Arvind Kejriwal came out and said. He did welcome it. He did speak of the lives lost. But leaving that aside, leaving aside the fact that this has turned out to be a significant victory for the farmers, we can't take our eyes away from the timing of it. A, do you see this as a clearly politically timed move? And B, do you acknowledge, Raghav, that this does give the BJP a lease of life in Punjab, and it sort of, you know, is a bit of a deflating of the sails of parties like yourself? Yeah, Raghav, I think you're on mute. You've muted yourself. Sorry, Raghav.
I'm so sorry.
Yes, no problem.
Let me first, Vasu, at the outset, just congratulate every single farmer who's been relentlessly protesting for almost 1 full year. And they braved heat, they braved abuses, they braved cold, and they were, unrelenting in this struggle, in their sangharsh. And I bow down before the struggle of the Indian farmer. Now, as far as the politics of it is concerned, you have politicians who want to win elections to make laws. Now you have politicians who want to repeal laws to win elections. You can't take your eyes off the timing of such a decision. In fact, if the Prime Minister and the Bharatiya Janata Party thought that the farm laws are actually detrimental to the interest of the Indian farmer, they could have perhaps repealed it 6 months, 8 months, 9 months ago. Yeah. And that would have actually saved a lot of lives, and that could have saved a lot of, hardship that the Indian farmer had to undergo. But notwithstanding the politics of it, let me say this, that it's come at a time when certainly the Indian farmers and the entire farming fraternity, the Mazdoors, they wanted this relief. It is certainly desired, and I congratulate the farmers. I think the only fraternity that needs to be congratulated and rewarded. Can you hear me, Vasu? Am I audible? Yes. I'm saying the only fraternity that needs to be congratulated, rewarded, and needs a pat on their back is the Indian farmer. And what BJP has done is certainly out of compulsion. They're seeing their graph dipping in Western UP. They're seeing that BJP, as far as Punjab is concerned, is a non-player.
But that was my question. Have they now become a player in Punjab as a result of this? Captain Amrinder said if they do this, he'll tie up with them. BJP plus Captain Amrinder. I mean, that could be a force.
Look, as somebody who's been touring the state for my party, as somebody who's the co-in charge of the Punjab affairs for the Aam Aadmi Party, let me tell you that people in villages in Punjab are not even letting BJP workers, forget leaders, enter their villages. They're not even permitting them to come into their houses. But they're being beaten up. That's the anger.
But after the announcement, now after this, that may change.
Absolutely not. Of course not. Absolutely not. The anger and the hurt that the Indian farming fraternity and the people of Punjab have undergone can't be vanished. It just doesn't vanish in a day. And, this decision is a completely political decision taken by the BJP. If they were so concerned about the interest of the Indian farmer, they should have done it 9 months ago. And let me also tell you, the statutory guarantee for the minimum support price that the farmers have been asking for a very long time has not been granted yet. So that remains to be seen.
That still remains. All right. Yes. We'll see how that plays out.
In conclusion, let me say this. The farmers certainly will not forget that they were abused. They were called Khalistanis, they were called anti-nationals, and some of them were mowed down by ministerial convoys. This can never be forgotten.